gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's performance of Twelfth Night by William Shakespeare. We just have a few reminders for you before the show begins. If you could please take a moment to make sure that your cell phones and any other electronic devices are turned off or in silence during the production. And we also ask that you please refrain from taking flash photography during the show, as it can be very distracting to the actors and to your fellow audience members. There will be a 15-minute intermission after the second half, where you'll have an opportunity to check out our concessions, as well as all of our really awesome Troop 911 merchandise. Other than that, we ask that you sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thank you.
What country, friend, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, Captain?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother! And so perchance may he be.
True, madam, and to comfort you a chance, assure yourself, when after our ship did split, with you and those poor numbers save hung over our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident and firm, find himself, courage and hope while teaching him of the practice, to a strong mass that lived upon the sea, where like Arion and the dolphin's back, I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves. So was all that the sea.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority the like of him. Knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam, for I was bred not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke in nature as a name.
What is the name?
Orsino.
Orsino? I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so he is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and 'twas fresh a murmur, as you know what great ones do, the lustful prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
Was she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count who died some 12 months since. Then, leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died. For whose great love, they say she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I'd made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, for she will admit no kind of suit. No, not Orsino's.
There's a fair behavior in thee, Captain. I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously, conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a servant to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else may hap to time I will commit, only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his servant, and your mute I'll be. When mine tongue blabs, let mine eyes not see.
I faith thee. Lead me on.
If music be the fruit of love, play on. Give me ecstasy. At sudden, the appetite may sicken and so die. At Strinigan, had a dying fall. Oh, it came over my ears like the sweet sound that breathes upon a big of violets, stealing, giving over. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before.
you go hunt, my lord?
What, Kill?
The hunt.
Why, so I, the noblest I have. When my eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. In that instant, I was turned into a hawk, and my desires fell like who hounds years since pursued. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her hand we do return this answer. The element itself till 7 years he shall not behold her face at ample view. But, like a cloistress, she will veil and walk, and water once a day her chamber with eye offend and brine.
All this to season a brother's dead love, which he had kept fresh and lasting through sad remembrance.
Oh, she hath the heart of a fine friend. To pay this debt which were brother, how would she love when the rich golden shaft had killed all the flocks of all affections out? That live in her, when liver, brain, and heart. These sovereign cruelties are all filled and supplied with sweet perfections with oneself gave. Away before me to the sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich with canopy bowers.
You must come in early of nights, that quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady Olivia speak of it yesterday, and of some foolish knight you brought here to be her wooer.
Who, Sir Andrew Gucci?
I.
He's as tall as any man is in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has $3,000 a year.
I but I'll have but a year and all those dollars. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
Fie, that you'll say so. He can play the violin and speak 3 or 4 languages word for word without book. And he hath all the good gifts of nature.
He hath indeed, for besides that he's a fool, he is a quarreler, and that he hath the gift of a coward. To allay the gust he hath in quarreling, it is thought amongst the prudent he would quickly have the grift of a brave.
By my head, they are scoundrels and subtractors that say so. Who are they?
They that add, moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking health to my niece. I'll drink to her as long as there's a passage in my throat and drink in Illyria. What? Here comes Sir Andrew, a goofy!
Sir, don't rebel. Down now, sir, don't rebel.
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew.
And you too, sir.
Accost, Sir Andrew, accost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good mistress accost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good mistress Mary accost.
You mistake, knight. Accost is to front her, board her, woo her, assail her.
Why, my troth, I would not undertake her in this company. Is that the meaning of accost?
Fare you welcome, gentlemen.
And thou let part so, Sir Andrew, thou mightst never draw sword again.
And you part so, mistress, I would I might never draw sword again. Fair lady, do you think you have fools in hand?
Sir, I have not you by the hand.
Marry, but you shall have. Here's my hand.
Now, sir, thought is free. Bring your hand to the buttery bar and let it drink.
Wherefore? Sweetheart, what's your metaphor?
It's dry, sir.
Why, I think so. I'm not such an ass, but I can keep my hand dry. What's your jest?
Dry jest, sir.
Are you full of them?
Aye, sir, I have them at my fingers' ends. Mary, let go. I am buried.
Oh, knight, thou lackest the cup of canary. When have I seen thee so put down?
Never in your life, I think, unless you've seen a cup of canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wits than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I am a great eater of beef, and I believe that does harm to my wit.
No question.
And I thought that was the spirit. Thanks. I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
Pourquoi, my dear knight?
What is pourquoi? Do or not do? I would I had bestowed that time that I have in the tongues and fencing, dancing, and bear baiting. Oh, had I but followed the arts.
Faith, all home tomorrow. Your niece will not be seen, or if she be, it's 4 to 1. She'll none of me. Orsino himself, dear hard by, woos her.
She'll not know Orsino, I have heard her swear it. She'll not match above her degree in years, wit, nor estate.
I'll stay a month longer. I am a fellow, the strangest mind in the world, and the light and mask and rebels sometimes all together.
Art thou good at these kickshaws this night?
As any man in Illyria, whatsoever he be, under the degrees of my better, and yet I will not compare with an old man.
What is thy excellence in a galliard, knight?
Faith, I can cut a caper.
And I can cut the mutton to it.
And I think I have the back trick as simply as strong as any man in Illyria.
Wherefore are these things hid? Wherefore these things occurred before him? Is this a world to hide virtues in? I would have thought by thy excellent constitution of thy leg, thou was formed in the star of a galliard.
So you said about some rebels?
Indeed, let me see that caper! Excellent night!
Favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced.
He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger. You either fear his humor, or my negligence that you call in question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant?
No, believe me.
I thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario?
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand your while, Luke. Cesario, doubts no less, but all. I have unclasped the book of my secret soul. Therefore, goody, address thy gate, Donsworth. Be not denied access. Stand at your doors, and there thy fixed foot shall grow until thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord. If she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds, rather than make an own profit return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse and mighty faith. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She'll tend it better in thy youth, rather than uncials of more grave aspect.
Oh, I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, and prosper well in this. And thou shalt live freely as thy lord. Call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife, whoe'er I woo, myself would be his wife.
Tell me where thou hast been, for my mouth will not open as wide as a bristle may enter as a formative excuse. My lady will hang thee for being so long absent.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no colors.
Think that good?
He shall see none to fear.
A good Lenten answer.
Oh, God gives them wisdom that have it, and those that are fools, let them use their talents.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent, or to be turned away. Is that not as good as a hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage, and for turning away, one summer, bear it out.
Peace, you rogue no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuse wisely, your best.
Waited it be my will, put me into good fooling. God bless thee, lady. Take the fool away. Did you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Go to. You're a dry fool. I'll have no more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
Two faults, madam. That drink and good counsel were meant. For give the dry fool drink, and is he not dry? Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mends, he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the botcher mend him. Lady Bay, take away the fool. Therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I made him take away you.
Misprison in the highest degree. Good lady, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good lady.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good lady. Why mourn'st thou?
Good fool for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool to mourn your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do so till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmary for the better increasing of your follies. Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he would not pass his word for 2 pence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. Look you now, he's out of his guard already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest I take all these wise men that crow so at these set kinds of fools no better than the fools they need.
Oh, you're sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste the distempered appetite. There is no slander in a loud fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing with no discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now Mercury and do thee with pleasing, for thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desired to speak with you.
From Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam, but 'tis a fair young man.
Who of my people pulled him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your uncle.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from Orsino, I am sick or not at home. What you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old and people dislike it. Find mine honor half drunk. What is he at the gate, uncle?
A gentleman.
A gentleman? What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here. Oh, Plato, pickle Harry. How sought?
Good sir, tell me.
Uncle, how have you come so early to this lethargy?
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
I marry, what is he?
Let him be the devil, and he will. I care not.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a madman, a fool, and a drowned man. One drop makes him a fool, the second bounds him, and a third drowns him.
Go sit to my uncle, for he's in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go, look after him.
He is but mad yet, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He understands as much and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you are asleep. He appears to have foreknowledge of this, too, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and, he says, he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post, and be subordinate to the bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind.
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. As a squash is before 'tis a cooling, or a apple when is almost a peascod. Is with he in standing water between boy and man. He is very well favored and speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk was scarce out of him.
Let him approach. Call Mariah.
Mariah! My lady calls.
Give me my veil. Huh? Throw it over my face. shall once more hear from Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I would be loath to cast away my speech, for besides that, it is excellently well penned. I have taken great pains to con it. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very comfortable, even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I've studied, and that question's out of my part. Give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart. And yet, by the very fangs of malice, I swear, I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
I am. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you began so rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We shall hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady!
A comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I read it. It's heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such a one as I was this present, is it not well done?
'Tis excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis in grain, sir, twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive if you will leave these graces to the crave and leave the world no copy.
I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out diverse schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried. Every particle and utensil labeled to my will as item 2 lips indifferent, red, item 2 gray eyes with lids to them, item 1 chin, 1 neck, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you are the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense though you were crowned and on peril of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder, love with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous and know him noble, of great estate and fresh and stainless youth, and in voices well divulged, learned, free, and valiant, and in the dimension in the shape of nature a gracious person, and yet I cannot love him. Might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
I might do much. parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman.
Get ye to your lord, I cannot love him. Let him send no more, unless perchance you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Here, spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart a flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortune, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, lips, actions, spirits do give thee prideful place and not sweet fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master or the man, how now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eye. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Madam, at your service.
Get ye to that same Kivas messenger, Orsino's man. He left this, ring behind him. Would I not tell him out none of it? Desire him not to flatter his lord, I'm not for him. If he would come this way again tomorrow, I'd give him reasons for it. Hi thee, Malvolio!
Madam, I will.
I know not what and fear to find. Mine eye too great a flatterer from my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. But what is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer? Nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over you. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps separate yours. Therefore, I shall crave your leave, that I may bear my evils alone. Nor a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me know yet whither you are bound.
No, sooth, sir. My determinate voyage is mere extravagancy. But I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. Therefore, it charges me in manners rather to express myself. You must know me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian. My father was Sebastian and Mezzaline, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and his sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea, was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day.
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water. But I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare you well at once. My bosom is full of kindness, and I am yet so near the manners of my mother that upon the least occasion, poor mine eyes will tell tales of me. I am bound for town. Farewell.
May the gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in this here place, else would I very shortly see thee there. But, come what may, I do adore thee so. The danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
What? Not you even now? With the Countess? Olivia!
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace I have since arrived but hither.
She returns? The shame to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains. To have taken it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into a desperate assurance that she will have none of him. And, one thing more, that you never be so
ring of me. All none of it.
Come now, you peevishly threw it to her. And her will is, it should be so returned. It would be worth stooping for. There lies your eye. If not, be it his that fight.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view of me, indeed so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in starts distractedly. She loves me, sure! The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring. Why he sent her none? I am the man! If it be so as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see thou art a wickedness wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy is it for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms? Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we. For such as we are made of, such we be. How will this badge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day. What thriftless sigh shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes.
Nay, by troth, I know not, but I know to be up late is to be up late.
False conclusion. I hate it like an unfilled can. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early, so that to go to bed after midnight is to go to bed betimes. Does a life not consist of the four elements?
Faith, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Oh, thou art a scholar. Let us then eat and drink. Maria, I say, a stoup of wine.
Here comes the fool in faith.
How now, my hearts, have you never seen a picture of we three?
Welcome, fool. Now, let's have a catch.
By my troth, the fool has an excellent breast. I had rather than 40 shillings I had such a leg, and so sweet a breath to sing as the fool has. In sooth, thou wast in very gracious fooling last night, so it's very great in faith. I sent thee sixpence for thy mistress, hasn't it?
I did impedicos for thy gratuity, for Malvolio's nose is no whipsaw. My lady has a white hand, and the myrmidons are no foul lamp houses.
Excellent, why this is the best fooling when all is done. Now a song.
There's sixpence for thee.
There's a testro for you too.
Will you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song. A love song.
Aye, aye. Thank you not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweetening. Journeys end in lovers meeting. Every wise man's son doth know. What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth hath present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty. So come kiss me, sweet and twenty. Youth's a stuff will not endure. Youth's a stuff will not endure.
A voluptuous voice, as I am tonight. A contagious breath.
Very sweet and contagious in faith.
To hear by the nose is dulcet and contagion. What? Shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl in a catch that will draw 3 souls from one weaver? Shall we do that?
Most certain. Let our catch be thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave knight. I shall be constrained in it to call thee knave knight.
'Tis not the first time I've constrained one to call me knave. Come, begin. It begins. Hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Good and faith. Come, begin.
Hold thy peace, thou knave. 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 Hold thy peace, thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou
Hold thy peace, thou knave. 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 Peace.
What a caterwauling do you keep here? If my Lady Olivia had not been down for Stuart Malvolio to bid you out of doors, never trust me.
My ladies the contagion. We are politicians. Malvolio's a Pega Ramsey, and 3 merry men be we. Am I not consanguineous? Am I not of her blood? Tilly Valley lady, there dwelt a man in Babylon. Lady.
Beshrew me, the knight's admirable fooling.
No, he does well enough if he be disposed. And so do I too. He does it with better grace, but I do it more natural.
Oh, the 12th day of December.
More of that.
My master! Are you back? What are you? You make an ale house of my lady's house, that you squeak out your coisers catches without mitigation or remorse of voice. You have no respect of persons, place nor time in you.
Oh, well, we did keep time, sir, in our catches. Snack up!
Sir Toby, I must be around with you. My lady bade me tell you that, though she harbors you her kinsman, she is nothing allied to your disorders. If you are willing to take leave of her, then she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
Nay, Sir Toby.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
It's even so.
But I will never die.
So Toby, there you lie.
This is much credit to you.
Shall I bid him go?
What and if you do?
Shall I bid him go and spare not?
Oh no! No, 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 no! You dare not!
Out of tune, sir, he lied. Art thou any more than a steward? Dost thou think because thou art virtuous that there will be no more cakes and ale, a scoop of wine, Maria?
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favor anything more than contempt, you would not make means for this uncivil rule. She shall know of it by the sand.
Oh, shake your ears!
Swear is good indeed to drink when a man's hungry, to challenge him in field and break promise and make fool of him.
Do it, knight. Go write me a challenge, or I'll deliver the indignation by word of mouth.
Sir Toby, please be patient for tonight. Since the youth of Orsino's was with my lady, she is much out of her quiet. As for Monsieur Malvolio, let me alone with him. If I do not gull him into a nay word and make a common recreation of him, do not think I have enough wit to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us, possess us. Tell us something of him.
Nary sometimes, he is kind of Puritan.
Oh, if I thought that, I'd beat him like a dog.
What night? For being a Puritan. Thy exquisite reason.
I have no exquisite reason for it, but I have reason good enough.
Devil a Puritan he is, anything constantly but a time pleaser, an affection to act like on state without book, and utters it by great swords. The best persuaded of himself as he thinks that all who look on him love him. And I'll not vice in him will my revenge by notable cost to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistle, wherein the color of his leg, the shape of his state, his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very much like my lady, your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
Excellent! I smell advice.
I have it in my nose as well.
You shall think by the letters that you shall drop, they are from my niece, and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of a color,
And your horse now would be an ass.
as I doubt not.
Oh, it will be admirable.
Sport Royal, I warned you. I know my physic will work with him. I will plant you two, and let the fool make a third. Observe his construction of the letter. But for this night, to bed, and dream on this event. Farewell.
Good night, my Amazon queen.
Before me. She's a good witch.
She's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What oh that?
I was adored once too.
Come, come. I'll go burn some sack. 'Tis too late to go to bed now. Come night, come night.
Listen, boy. However thou shalt love the sweet things of it, remember. For such as I am all, true love is all, unstained and skittish in all motions out, save in the constant image of the creature that is below. Hadst thou like this tune?
It gives the very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak master, my life upon thee. Young though thou art, thine eye have some favor that it loves, my boy.
A little, by your favor,
What kind of woman is it?
of your complexion.
Indeed then, what years it fit?
About your years, my lord.
Too old by heaven! But still the woman's taken other than herself. So where's she to help? So she sway love in a husband's heart. But boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancy are more giddy and firm, or laundry, wavering, sooner lost and worn than woman's arm.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be under than thyself, for thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women's are roses, whose fair flower being once displayed doth that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so to die, even when they to perfection grow.
Once more, Cesar, give thee the same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love more noble than the world. Prizes not quantity of dirty lands, that parts that hath bestowed upon her. Tell her, as I hold giddiest fortune, but 'tis thou miracle queen of gems that nature to praise and attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir,
I cannot be so answered.
sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love a great pang apart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There's no woman's sighs can buy the beating of so strong a passion. As doth gave my heart, no woman's heart so big to hold so much. Make no compare between that and a love a woman can bear me, and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know
What dost thou know?
too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be, perhaps, were I a woman, I should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment, like a worm in the bud, feed on her damasked cheek. She pined in thought, and with a green and yellow melancholy, she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But I thy sister for love, my boy.
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To a haste to this jewel. Say my love can give no place, buy no denay.
Come thy ways, Fabia.
Nay, I'll come. If I lose the scruple of this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my medal of India?
Get ye all three into the box. Stream Malvolio's coming down the walk. He has been yonder in the sun practicing behavior to his own shadow. Observe this for the love of mockery. Close, in the name of jesting, I know this little like a contemplative idiot of him, for here comes the trap that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune, all is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I heard herself come thus near, that should she fancy, it would be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone who serves her. What should I think of?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cockpit. How he jets under his advanced plumes.
Slight I could beat the rogue.
To be Count Malvolio!
Ah, rogue.
There is example for it. The Lady of Strachey married the yeoman of the wardrobe.
Fly on him! Oh, peace. Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my state, calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from a jade bed where I have left Olivia sleeping, bolts and shackles, and to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place, as I would they should do theirs. Do for my kinsman, Toby.
Fire and brimstone.
7 of my people, with an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind up my watch, or play with some rich jewel. Sir Toby approaches, courtesy's there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Though our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace.
I extend my hand thus, quenching my familiar smile, with an austere regard of control.
And does Toby not give you a blow over the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortune, having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What? What?
You must amend your foolish knight.
That's me, I warned you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was, for many do call me fool.
What employment do we have here?
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
By my life, 'tis my lady's hand. These be her C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus she makes her great P's. It is, in contempt of question, her hand. To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrases. By her leave, wax, soft, and the impressure of her grease with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom might this be?
This wins him, liver and all.
God knows I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know what follows, the numbers altered. No man must know if this could be thee, Malvolio. I may command where I adore, but silence like Lucre's knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life?
A fustian riddle.
Excellent wit, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see.
What dish, O poison, has she dressed him?
I may command where I adore. Why, she may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. This is evident to any formal capacity. There's no obstruction in this. And the end. What could that alphabetical position portend? If I could make it resemble something in me. Softly. M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up that he's on a cold scent now.
M. Malvolio. M! Why, that begins my name.
Did not I say he would work it out? The cur is excellent at faults.
But M. But there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does.
And O shall end, I hope.
I, or I'll cudgel him and make him cry, oh!
And then I comes behind.
I? And you had any I behind you, you would see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. This simulation is not as the former, and yet, to break it a little, it would bow to me, for each of these letters is in my name. Softly, here follows prose. If this falls into thy hands, revolve. By my stars, I'm above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some are greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates open their hands, let thy spirit and blood embrace them. And to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble sloth and appear fresh. Be opposite with the kinsman, surly with servant. Let thy tongue tang with arguments of state. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember. Go to! Thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, fellow of servants, and unworthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylights and champagne be discovered not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will be point devise the very man. I will not now let imagination jade me. For every point excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late. She did praise my legs being ever cross-gartered. And in this she manifests herself to these habits of my liking, and with a kind of injuncture drives me to them. I thank my stars, I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings, and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. God my stars be thus praised. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not choose, but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smilings. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, in my presence, still smile, my sweet. I prithee. God, I thank thee. I will smile. I will do everything that thou wilt have me.
I can marry the wench for this device.
So can I too.
Here comes my noble gold catcher. Wilt thou set thy foot upon my neck?
Or on mine either?
Nay, but say true. Does this device work upon him?
Like aqua vitae on a midwife.
Excellent. If you wish to see the fruits of the sport, mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, a fashion she detests, in cross-gartered, a style she abhors. And he will do nothing but smile upon her, which will be now so unsuitable to her disposition, addicted to her melancholy as she is, that it will do nothing but turn him into notable contempt. If you wish to see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, that most excellent devil of wit.
Oh, make one too. Save thee, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by it?
Oh, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I live by the church as I do live in my house. And my house doth stand by the church.
So thou mayst say the king lies by a beggar if a beggar dwell near him. Or the church stands by thy music if thy music stands by the church.
You have said, sir, to see this age. A sentence is but a shuffle glove to a good wit. And how quickly the wrong side may be turned outwards.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
I would therefore my sister had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Why, sir, her name's a word. And to dally with that word might make my sister wanton. But indeed, words are very rascal since balance disgrace them.
Thy reason, man?
Troth, sir, I can prove you none without words. And words are so grown so false, I am loath to prove reason with them.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow and carest for nothing.
Not so, sir, I do care for something. But in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. If that be to care for nothing, sir, it would make you invisible.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
Nay, sir, the Lady Olivia will keep no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married. And fools are to husbands as pilchards are to herrings. The husband's the bigger. And indeed not for fool, but for corrupter of words.
I'll no more with thee. Hold, there's expenses for thee.
Now, God, this next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I am almost sick for one, though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
Aye, sir, I will construe on to them whence you come.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir.
Du gare, monsieur?
Et vous aussi. Watch servitor. I hope, sir, you are, and I'm yours.
Wilt thou encounter thy house? My niece is desirous you shall enter if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage. Most excellent, accomplished lady. The heavens rain odors on you. Rain odors well. My matter hath no voice to your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors? Pregnant? Vouchsafed? I'll get them all three already.
Give us the place alone and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. 'Twas never merry world whose lowly fame was called compliment. Your servant to Orsino, youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him I think not on him, for his thoughts would they were blank rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Out by your leave, I pray you, I beg you, never speak of him again. But should you undertake another suit, I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady!
Give me leave to beseech you. I did send after the last enchantment you did hear a ring in chase of you. So did I use myself, my servants, and I fear me, you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you in a shameful cunning, which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake, and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts that tyrannous hearts can think? To one of your receiving enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom, hides my heart, so let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not agrees, for 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then methinks 'tis time to smile again. How apt the poor are to be proud. If one should be prey, how much the better to lie before the lion than the wolf. The pluck unpraised me with a waste of time. Not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth has come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way. Due west.
Then westward ho! Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madam, to my lord by me?
Stay, I prithee. Tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then think you right. I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his left. A murderous guilt shows itself more soon than love that would seem hid. Love's night is noon. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidenhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so. That marred all my pride. Nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Not exhort thy reason from this cause, that I knew thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reason thus with reason better. Love sought is good, given unsought better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none, shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so, adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet, come again, for thou perhaps mayst move that heart, which now adores to light and love.
For the love of God on that stage.
Thy reason, dear Venom. Give thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason, Sir Andrew.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors for Orsino's serving man than she has ever bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
Did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see now.
This was a great argument of love in her towards you.
Will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon oaths of judgment and reason.
And they have been grand jurymen since before Noah was a sailor.
She did show favor to the youth in your sight only to exasperate you, to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have then accosted her, and, with some excellent jest, firing you from the mint, you should have banged the youth into dumbness. This was looked for at your hand, and this was balked. The double guilt of this opportunity you let time wash off, and now you are sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you will hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard. Unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt of valor or policy.
And if be anyway, it must be with valor, for policy I hate.
Why then build me thy forces upon the basis of valor. Challenge me, Orsino's youth, to fight with him. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note, and assure thyself there is no love broker in the world can yet better help with man's commendation with women than a notable report of valor.
There's no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will either of you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write in martial hand. Be cursed and brief. It not matter how witty, as long as it is eloquent and fond of invention. Taunt him with the license of ink.
Where shall I find you?
We'll call thee at the cubiculo. Go!
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, some 2,000 strong or so.
We shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it?
Never trust me then, and I bid you please stir on the youth for an answer. I yet believe oxen and wain ropes could not hail them together. And for a good cheek, if he were to be open, there would be so much blood in his liver as would clog the foot of a flea.
And as obvious as the youth, bears in his vision no great presage of cruelty.
Look where the youngest friend of 9 comes.
If you desire to laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Yon Gobalvelio has turned heathen, a very renegado. He's in. Yo, it's talking.
And cross-gartered?
Most villainously, he does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. You have not seen a thing such as his. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him, and if she'll do, he'll take it as a compliment and smile even more.
Come! Bring us where he is!
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than filet steel, did spur me forth, and not all love to see you, though as much as to draw one to a longer voyage. But jealousy what might befall your travels, being skillless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the rather of these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I could no other answer make but thanks and ever thanks, and oft good turns are shuffled off with such uncurrent pay. But were my worth, as is my conscience, firm, you should find better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see to your lodging.
I am not weary, and 'tis long tonight. I pray you let us satisfy our eyes with memorials and the things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I have many enemies in this here place that if I were taken here, it would scarce be answered.
Do not then walk too open?
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir. Here is my purse. In the south suburbs at the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet while you beguile the time and feed your knowledge with the viewings of this town. There shall you find me.
Why not your purse?
Happily your eye will light upon some toy that you have desired to purchase, and your store, I think, is not for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
wisdom, what bestow of him? For youth is bought, whereof the begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant of my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard around you if he were to come. For the man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. For I am as mad as he. If sad and merry madness equal be. What call Malvolio?
Sweet lady!
Smile, scout, why you sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady. I could be sad. It does make some obstruction of the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of it? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very true son. Please one, and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands, and commands shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed! Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee! Why do you smile so and kiss thy hand so? Oh!
What do you now, Malvolio?
Why, at your request. Yes, nightingales answered all.
Why you appear in this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness, 'twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great, some achieve greatness.
What's this?
Greatness rests upon them. Come into thy yellow stock.
Thy yellow stock?
Go to now, okay? So, if not, let me see the assertion.
Why, this is very midsummer madness!
Madam, the young gentleman of Orsino's has returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him! Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. I would not have a miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh, did you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to me. She sent him to me on purpose, so that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to this in the letter. Cast thy humble sloth, says she, be opposite with the kinsman, surly with servant. I blinded her, but it was God's doing, and God make me thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together.
Which way is he in the name of sanctity? Oh, the devils of hell be drawn a little, and Legion himself possessed him, yet I'll speak with him.
Here he is, here he is. How is with you, sir? How is with you, man?
Go off, I discharge you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him.
Did I not tell you, Sir Toby? My lady prays that you take care of him.
Does she so?
Peace, peace, we must deal gently with him. Let me alone. How do you, Malvolio? How is't with you, man? What man? Defy the devil! Consider he's an enemy to mankind!
Do you know what you say?
You speak ill of the devil, how he takes you to heart.
Pray not, be not me. Wait, carry his water to the wise book.
Marion, are you down, my
How now, mistress?
Oh, what? Prithee, hold thy peace! This is not the way. Did you not see that you move him? Let me alone.
No
have taken the very infection of the device.
Yea, let the device take air and take it.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
Aye, the house will be quiet, or
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in belief that he's mad. We shall do so for his penance and our pleasure. We shall carry it thus until our very pastime, tired out of breath, prompts us to have mercy upon him.
Here's the letter. Warrant. There's vinegar and pepper in it.
Is so saucy?
I warned him. Do but read.
Give me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire not in thy mind the reason I call thee, for I'll give no reason for it.
A good note that keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But thou liest in thy throat. That is not the reason I challenge thee for.
Very brief and too exceeding good sense, Liz.
I will waylay thee going home, for if it's thy chance to kill me,
Good.
thou killst me like a rogue and a villain.
Still, you keep all the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better. So look to oneself. Thy friend, and as thou usest him, thy sworn enemy, Sir Andrew Gucci. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it him.
you have very good occasion for it. He is now with some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew, scout me the youth at the corner of the orchard like a bumbaily. When thou seest him, draw, and as thou drawest, swear horribly, away.
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now will I not deliver his letter, for the behavior of the youth puts him to be of good capacity and breeding. His employment between my lady and his lord confirms no less. Therefore, this letter being so excellently ignorant will breed no terror in the youth. I will deliver the challenge by word of mouth, set upon a good cheek a notable report of valor, and so fright the youth into a most horrid opinion of his strength, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so fright them both that they will kill each other by the look, like cockatrices.
Here he comes with your niece. Give them wait till he take leave, and presently after him.
I'll meditate the while upon some horrid message for a challenge.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor to a chariot. There's something in me that approves my fault, but such a headstrong, peasant fault it is that it but mocks reproof.
With the same avior that your passion bears goes on my master's grief.
Here, spread this stool for me. Refuse it not, for have no tongue to vex you. I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny, that honor saved may upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with mine honor may I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell!
Oh, gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir.
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature the wrongs you have done him, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy talk, be here in preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and clear from any image of offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, betake thee to your guard, for thy opposite hath what youth, strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
Pray you, sir, what is he?
He is knight, dubbed with unhatched rapier. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incensement at this time is so implacable, can be only satisfied by pangs of death and sepulchre. Hobnob is his word. Give it, or take it.
I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men that put quarrels purposely on others to taste their valor. Belike this is a man of that quirk.
Sir, no. This indignation derives itself out of a very competent injury. Therefore, or draw for the supports of his vow. Meddle you must, that's certain, or forswear to wear iron about you.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the knight what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Fabia, stay you by this gentleman until my return.
Pray you, do you know of this matter? I know the knight is incensed against you, even to a mortal arbitrament, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Nothing of that wonderful promise. To read him by his form, as you are like to find him in his proof of his valor. He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite you could have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it. I am one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my mettle.
Why, man, he's the very devil! I had a pass with him, rapier, scabbard and all, and he gave me the stonking with such a mortal motion that it's inevitable. And as for the challenge, he accepts as surely as their feet hit the ground they step upon.
Pox on't, I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, but you will no longer be satisfied.
Plague on't, and I thought he had been valiant and so cunning in fence, I'd have seen him damned ere I'd have challenged him. Let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse.
I'll make the motion. Stand here, make a good look of yourself. This shall end without the perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. I have his horse and have convinced him to use the devil.
He is as horribly conceited of him, and pants and looks as pale as if a bear were at his heels.
There's no remedy, sir. He will, for his oath's sake, have one bout with you. Therefore, get you on and give him his desire. He protests he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me! A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man! Give ground to
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. He will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot by the duello avoid it. But he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on to it.
Pray God he keep his oath. I do assure you 'tis against my will.
Put up your sword! If this young gentleman hath done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir, why? What are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Oh, good sir, told me cold! Here come the officers!
I'll be with you anon.
Pray, sir, put your sword up if you please.
Marry, I will, sir. And as for the horse I promised you, I'll be as good as my word.
This is the man! Do thy office!
Antonio, I arrest thee for behalf of the law.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no, Jock. We know your favor well.
Take him away! I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there is no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? It grieves me more what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have showed me here, and part being prompted by your present trouble, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make division of my present with you. Hold, there's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible that my deserts can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest that it make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with the kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vagueness, babbling, drunkenness, or any tainted vice whose strong corruption inhabits our frail blood.
Oh, heavens themselves.
Come, sir, I pray you, go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death,
relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What's that to us? Time goes by.
Away! But oh, how vile an idol proves his God! Thou hast, Sebastian, done a great feature shame. In nature there is no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, and the beauteous evil are empty trucks or flourished by the devil!
The man goes mad. Away with him.
Come, sir.
Lead me on. Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself, so do not I. Prove true, imagination, oh prove true, that I, dear brother, be now ta'en for you. He named Sebastian. I my brother know, yet living in my glass. Even such and so in favor was my brother, and he went still in this fashion color ornament, for him I imitate. Oh, if it prove, tempests are kind, and salt waves fresh in love.
Very dishonest paltry boy, and more coward than a hare. His dishonesty lies in denying his friend and leaving him in necessity. And for his cowardship, ask Fabia.
A coward. A most devout coward. Religious in it.
Fall after him again and beat him.
Do! Cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not.
Come, let's see the event.
I dare lay any money, 'twill be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Go to. Thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Well, hold out, faith. No, I do not know you. Nor am I not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her. Nor is your name not Master Cesario. Nor is this not my nose neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly. Thou hast heard the words of some wise man, now applies to a fool. I prithee, ungird thy strangeness, and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand. These wise men that give fools money shall get themselves a good report.
Now, sir, I make again. There. For you.
Well, there's for thee.
Ah!
And there. And there.
What? Gold sorrow, throw your dagger on the house!
Are all the people mad? This I will tell my lady straight. I would not be in some of your coats for 2 pence.
Come on, sir! Oh!
I'll have an absolute battery set against him if there be any law in this area. Though I struck him first, yet no matter with that.
Let go thy hand.
Come, sir, I will not let go. Come, my young soldier, you are well fleshed. Draw thy sword, come on!
I will be free from thee. What wouldst thou now? If thou darest tempt me further, draw thy sword.
What? Nay, then may I have an altitude of this mouth for blood of yours!
Hold to me! On my life I charge thee home!
Madam!
Back in the mountains of the barbers came from matters near preached out of my sight. Be not offended, dear Cesario. Rid us me! Be gone! I prithee, gentle friend, let thy wisdom, not thy passion, sway in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear there how their many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayst smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go, do not deny. Be true his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine in me.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or else I am mad, or else this is a dream. The fancy still my sense and left steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Wouldst thou be ruled by me?
Not of my will.
Oh, say so, and so be!
Nay, fool, I prithee, put on this gown and this beard. Make him think that thou art Sir Thomas the curate.
Well, I will put it on, and I will dissemble myself in it. If I would I were the first ever dissembled in such a gown.
God bless thee, Master Barton.
Buenos dias! As the old German de Prague that never saw pen and ink very wittily said to the niece of King Gorbachev, that is. So I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson. For what is that? But not and is, but is.
Who calls there?
Sir Twelfth the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio, the lunatic!
Sir Topin, good, Sir Topin. Go to my lady.
Out, hyperbolical fiend! How thou vexest this man! Doth thou speak nothing but of ladies?
Well said, Master Parson.
Sir Topin never was a man so notoriously wrong. Good Sir Topin, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fie, thou dishonest Satan! I call thee by the most modest of terms, for even I use the devil himself with courtesy. Complainest thou that the house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topin.
Why, half the windows as transparent as barricados! And yet complainest of obstruction?
I am not mad, Sir Topin. I say to you, this house is dark.
I say there is no darkness but ignorance!
I say this house is as dark as ignorance. Though ignorance were as dark as hell. And I say never was a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits as you are.
What's the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wildfowl?
That the soul of our grandeur might haply inhabit a bird?
What thinkest thou of his opinion?
I think nobly of the soul, and in no way approve of his opinion.
Very well! Thou shalt remain in darkness. Thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras ere I will allow of thy wits, and to fear to kill a woodcock, lest thou dispossess the soul of thy grandam. Very well!
Sir Topin! Sir Topin!
Thou mightest have done this without thy beard and gown. He sees thee not.
To him in thine own voice, and bring me word how thou findest him. I would we were well rid of this knavery. If he may be conveniently delivered, I would he were. For I am now so far adventured, my niece, I can with no safety pursue the sport of this upshot. Come by and bide in my chamber.
Hey Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how my lady dies. Hey Robin, who calls,
Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well by my hand. Help me to candle, pen, ink, and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio?
Aye, good fool.
How fell you, sir, beside your 5 wits?
Fool, never was a man thus wronged. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well, then you are mad indeed, if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
They have propertied me here, keep me in darkness, and ministers to me and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise what you say, the minister is here.
Malvolio! Malvolio! Thy wits the heavens restore! Endeavor thyself to sleep and leave thy vain bibble babble.
Sir Topin!
retain no words with him, good fellow.
I, sir? Not I, sir. God be with you, Sir Twelfth.
Mary! Amen.
I will, sir. I will. Be patient. What say you, sir? I am shed for speaking to you.
Well, help me to some light and paper. I tell thee, I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well, a day that you were, sir.
By this hand I am. Help me to some paper, light and pen, and convey what I will set down to my lady. It shall advantage thee more than ever bearing a letter did.
I will fetch you to it. But tell me true. Are you not mad indeed?
Believe me, I am not. I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll never believe a madman till I see his brains. I will fetch you some light, and paper, and ink.
Good fool, I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir. I'll be with you once again. Adieu, good man Deville.
Adieu.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me. I do feel it and see it. No, 'tis wonder that it rests with us, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant. Yet there he was, and there I found his credit that he did range the town and seek me out. His counsel now might do me golden service. Though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness. That doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discord, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad. Or else the lady's mad? Yet if 'twere so, she cannot sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs in their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Claim not this haste of mine. If you mean well, plight me the full assurance of your faith, so that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. We shall conceal it while due brilliance shall come to know what time we will our celebration keep according to my birth. What do you say?
I'll go with you, and having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lead the way in heaven so shine, they may fairly note this act of mine. Now also loveth me, let me see his letter.
Good father, grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir, we are some of her trappings.
How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, for the better of my foes and for the worse of my friends.
Just for the contrary, better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise him and make an ass of him.
Now my foes tell me plainly that I am an ass. Though that by my foes, sir, I profit the knowledge of myself, and by my friends I am abused. So that conclusions to be as kisses. If your four negatives make your two affirmatives, why for the better of my foes and for the worse of my friends?
Why, this is excellent!
By my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou now shalt be the worst of me. There's gold. You let your lady know that I'm here to speak with her, and bring her along with you. It may awake my bounty.
Marry, sir, a lullaby to your bounty till I see you again. Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me. He did me kindness and drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what 'twas, but distraction.
Why hast thou detained this man?
Here in the streets, desperate of shaving state, in private grovel did we apprehend him. A witchcraft drew me hither, that most ingrateful boy there by your side, from the rude sea's enraged mouth did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave, and did thereto add my love, without retention or restraint, all in his dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the dangers of this adverse town, drew to defend him when he was beset, where being apprehended, not meaning to partake with me in any danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and grew a 20 years removed thing while one would wink, denied me mine own purse, to which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, sir, and for 3 months before, no interim, not a minute's vacancy, both day and night did we keep company.
Now here comes Olivia. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth had timid upon me. But more than enough, take him aside.
What would my lord, what he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me. Madam!
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario? Good, my lord.
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be up to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord?
What? To perverseness, you uncivil lady. Those who once great and unspiritual assault, my soul the faithless offerings hath breathed out that ear devotion tender. What shall I do?
Do what it please my lord that shall become him.
Why should I not? To kill what I love. A savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this. Live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this your minion who I know you love, and by heaven I swear I tender dearly. Him and I will tear out the cruel eye that sits grounded in his master's spite. Come, boy, away with me. My thoughts are right in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb when I do love, despite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I, most jocund, apt, and willingly to do you rest 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all mores than e'er I shall love wife. If I do feign, you witnesses above punish my life for tainting of my love.
I be detested, how am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father!
Come, away.
Whither, my lord Cesario, husband, stay!
Husband!
Aye, husband! Can you that deny?
Her husband, Sarah.
Oh, my lord, not I. Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee shun the life of propriety. Fear not, Cesario, take thy fortunes up. Be that thou know'st thou art, then thou art as great as that thou fearst.
And found a sibling cup. What would thou be what time I set a bosom on thy case? When not thy out so proud, so quickly grown, that thine own ship shall be thine overthrown? Farewell, and take her, and direct thy feet, with thine eye henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear! Hold little faith, though thou hast too much fear!
God, Sir Dixon, what presently to Sir Toby?
What's the matter?
He has broken my head across and given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb.
Who has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count gentleman, once Cesario, took him for a coward, but he's quite double-hearted.
My gentleman, Cesario.
There he is! Broke my head across for nothing, and that I did was sent on to do by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespoke you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be a hurt, you have hurt me. I think you said nothing by a bloody coxcomb. Here comes Sir Toby halting. You shall endure, and if he had not been in Greek, he would have taken you other days.
How now, gentlemen? How is it with you?
That's all one has hurt me.
Oh.
And that's the end on it. Son, didn't see the surgeon saw it.
Sir Toby, he's drunk. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
And he's a rogue! He a drunken rogue.
Away with him! Who has made this havoc with them?
Sir
shall we? I'll help you since we'll be dressed together.
Oh, will you help? An ass head, and a coxcomb, and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a gullah.
Get into bed. Let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman. But had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with in safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one. Even pulling back
One face, one voice, one habit, two persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio? Oh, my dear Antonio, how have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
Sebastian, are you?
Hearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in two is no more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian? Most wonderful!
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Messalene. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too, so went he suited to his watery tomb. If spirits can assume both form and suit, you come to fright us.
A spirit I am indeed, but am in that dimension grossly clad, which from the womb I did participate. Were you a woman? As the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drow Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow,
And so had mine.
and died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years.
That record is lively in my soul. To finish indeed his mortal like the day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing left to make us happy both but this my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me till each circumstance of place, time, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola. Which to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady, you have been mistook. But nature to provide you in that you would have been contracted to a maid. Nor are you there by my life deceived, you are betrothed both to a maid and a man.
Be not amazed, right noble in his blood. This be so yet, as the glass seems true. I shall have shared this most happy wreck. Thou art relieved with thy service.
Wait, thou said to me 1,000 times, thou never shouldest love women like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and those swearings keep as true in soul as doth that orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Madam, Malvolio here writes a letter to you today morning, but as the Matins epistles are no gospels when spoken, so its skills have much been delivered.
Open it and read it.
Well then, look to be well edified when a fool reads the madman. My lord, madam! Art thou mad? No, madam, but I do read madness. And if your ladyship will have it as it is, you must allow box. Read it, you, Fabia. By the Lord, madam, you wronged me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken uncle rule over me, yet I have the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me into the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not, but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio. Did he write this? Aye, madam. My lord, so please you these things further thought on, to think me as well as a sister, as a wife. One day shall crown the alliance on it, so please you, here at my house, and at my proper cost.
Madam, I most am to embrace your offer. Your master quits you for the service you've done, so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your stock and tender breed. Since you called me master for so long, here's my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
You are she.
What's the matter?
I, my lord, the same. How dost thou, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I,
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse this letter. You must not now deny it is your hand. Why, you have given me such clear lights of favor, made me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings and frown at Sir Toby and the lighter people, and acting in an obedient hope. Why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious getting gold that air and vengeance played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. Though I confess much like the character, without the question, 'tis Mariah's hand. And now I do bethink me, it was she first told me that thou was mad. Then camest in smiling, and in such forms presupposed upon thee in the letter. Prithee, be content. This practice hath most shrewdly pressed upon thee. When we know the grounds and authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak. Most freely, I confess, myself and Toby set this advice against Malvolio here, upon some stubborn and uncourteous hearts we have conceived against him. Mariah read the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How would the scornful malice it was followed? May rather pluck on laughter than revenge? If that the injuries be justly weighed, that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how have they baffled thee?
Why? Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. I was one in this interlude. One certain of us. That's all one. By the Lord, fool, I am not mad. But do you remember? Good lady, why you laugh at such a barren rascal? And if you smile not, he's gagged. And thus the whirling king of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged on the whole back of you!
You've been most notoriously abused!
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. Society have come. Or you shall be, while you are a man, another habits you are seen. Orsino's mistress and his fancy queen.
I got the first one. I don't know why they feel so bad.